Hello everyone. I just wanted to take this opportunity to give you a short video tutorial on how to set up online giving through the church's website. Pastor talked in his email earlier this week and during the service this morning about how at this time when no one's physically coming into the church, we still need to be collecting the tithes and offerings to keep the church going on a week-to-week basis, pay the bills, that type of thing. So I decided to put together a video tutorial in addition to the written one because some of you, like me, are visual learners, and hopefully this will kind of walk you through it. If you still have some issues, if the website doesn't work quite right for you, you're welcome to give me a call. I'll put my phone number in the email that goes out with this link, and you can give me a call and I'll do my best to walk you through it. So without further delay, let's get on to the tutorial.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the church website, and that's resluthpns.com, resluthpns.com. You see the link at the top there for our streaming services, but if you scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see a link for online giving. You want to click on that white button right there for online giving. That's going to take you to our partner site, which through Vanco actually sets up the service. So here you see the login page. On the left there, if you're a new member, this is how you can easily set up your donation. You can enter how much you want to give to the general fund, how much you want to give to special, which is for the mortgage fund, and how much you want to give to Resurrection Lutheran Academy. What's really important right now is this top one here. This is our day-to-day expenses. The mortgage fund and RLA are pretty well funded right now, but it's the giving to the general fund we need. So you can select your frequency, weekly, monthly, or one time, and you can select the start date. And you can see there that start date's the 24th. I'm doing this on March the 22nd, and it takes a couple of days for the transaction to get set up. So the soonest you can pick is 2 days in the future, but you can pick whichever day is convenient for you. You select the continue button, and that's going to go through and ask you for your information. It's got fields for your name, your address, your phone number, and email address. And you want to enter this consistent with your bank account information because this will be used for verification when it goes to your bank. So I'm just entering some false information here, some pretend information, just to kind of give you an idea of how to fill it in. The key part here is to get the account type correct, your name and address and account type. You can select checking or savings, the routing number, and the account number, and I'll talk about that more in a second. Your email address here is important because if you want to log in the future and make changes yourself, then you'll use this and a password you can set up later. Here you're going to want to get your routing number and account number. Now, one way to do this is off of a physical check, as they're showing you here. Your routing number is usually going to be to the left. It's got the smaller number of digits. Your account number is usually the number to the right. It's got a few more digits in there. And this is what allows them to draft from your checking account. And you don't need to include the check number. In fact, not only do you not need to include it, you shouldn't include it. And when I went through and made this tutorial earlier, I accidentally typed in the check number, but then I quickly deleted it, looked at the directions, and saw that no, it's not supposed to include the check number, just there we go, just the bank account number and routing number. For your savings account, you'd have to talk to your institution to get this. To get the account number. I'm not sure how it differs from savings. It's a little bit different. This is where you can select your password. You're going to want to follow all these instructions here. You may take a few tries to get a good password. Keep that in a safe place. That's what's going to let you return in and make changes in the future. And I'll show you that in a minute, how that's done. So once this is done, you see your summary over here, the amount you're giving to the different funds, and you click process, and that's going to go through and process. Now, I'm not going to do that right here because that's not a real person and that's not a real bank account, and it would just yell at me. So for those of you who may have set up online giving before, you can make adjustments pretty easily. You can go once again to our homepage and click on online giving. And you're going to type your email address and your password. Now, if you don't remember your email address, the link below is supposed to help you find that. If you don't remember the password, I can tell you that link does work, because when I tried to log in recently to adjust my giving, I didn't remember my password. I clicked on that link, typed in my email address, and it sent me a link to reset the password. So you're going to type in your password here. It's going to take you to this page. This shows you basically what your next scheduled transaction is and what your transaction history is. And the history only shows for the last month by default. You can change that and search previous, but you can see here I've changed mine. I'm giving all my money now to the general fund because, like I said, the building fund is pretty well funded at the moment. And if you want to, you can enter a date and year and search for other date ranges, but we won't worry about that too much. So from this page, there's an add transaction and edit account. If you click edit account, this is just going to let you edit your checking account, change it to a different one, whatever. That's just, probably don't need to do that. If you want to change your actual giving, your next scheduled transaction and future transactions, you can select edit down below. You can delete and add a new one, or you can select edit to edit the current one. And I've got this covered out for privacy, but you can see you can make adjustments to each of the funds. You can adjust your donation frequency and pick at the start date, and you just click continue there. I didn't do that because, well, if I did that, it would mess up my online giving. So that's about it.
I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that kind of walked you through it and let you see what you need to do if you want to set up online giving. Otherwise, I hope you have a blessed week. I hope you stay safe, stay away from those nasty COVID-19 germs, and stay in touch with everybody. Like Pastor said, give everybody a call, check in on people. Just because we're physically apart doesn't mean we have to be apart as members of the body of the Church of Christ. So have a good day. Thanks.